Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Jay from Keeping It Real, your arbiter of gaming news and commentary, hitting you off with a studio production video where you know this is your channel, where all gamers' voices are heard. With your boy Jay, always dropping the word. Keeping them other gaming YouTubers like, what you heard? And where you always know, we always keep it all the way real. So what's up, YouTube? You know what time it is, the places where your gamers' voices are heard and your boy Jay is dropping that word. So yeah, what's going on, everybody? Just want to thank everybody for checking out my video today, and you know, I'm back at it, live in effect. You know I had to do it. And seems like the Sony Fan fanboys are you know, the fever is at a fevering pitch yet again, and you know, they're crying, and man, I want to go ahead and break it down. As you guys may know, DeathLoop has gotten a Metacritic, and it's a glorious 90 currently sitting now. And I guess that's not enough for the Sony fanboys, man. It wasn't enough that they lucked out and got Microsoft honored their contract, something that you probably wouldn't see from Sony, but nonetheless, Microsoft honored their contract and made sure, you know, they didn't buy it out. They said, hey man, this was done before we obtained the studio, it's all good. They keep to their promises on that, man. And you know, instead of the Sony fanboys appreciating that and saying, hey man, we're able to get our hands on this Xbox Studio game first, or even have it on your platform at all. No, man, it's not enough for them. They're watching the stuff in Twitter, man. They're crying about it, saying, well, like little babies that they are, well, since it's not going to be a sequel, might as well not even watch it or even play it. Then you got guys that are like, well, I'm just not going to play it because it's a Xbox Studio game. So, I mean, here we are, man. This is how bad it is, where you got the cult of Sony that literally, they're just straight up corporate slaves at this point. Like, man, there's no denying it. When you literally don't play a game because it's from a studio of another manufacturer, man, you're not a gamer. I don't care what you say. It's like, that's gamers is gonna play games, man, and they're gonna play great games. I don't care where it's from. You guys already know. I would never say that about Sony, that I'm not gonna play God of War because it comes from Sony. That's ridiculous, man. God of War is a great game, and I'm gonna play it because it's a great game. Because I'm a gamer. So, man, I mean, this type of stuff you see from these I don't even know if you should call them Sony fanboys anymore. At this point, they're Sony cult members, because it's like they're a cult at this point, man. They've gone beyond fanboy at this point. But yeah, man, I wanted to go ahead and break this down, man, and talk about this because, you know, my newest enemy, man, you guys know I've been harping on, is a lot of these weak ass Xbox guys, man, where they're just passive aggressive and weak as hell, man. And I wanted to break some of this stuff down when it comes to DeathLoop. You know, what's going on, these Sony fanboys, and what's just going on with the atmosphere now, man, because I mean, it's, first of all, it's an incredible thing, you know, DeathLoop coming out and once again showing that Microsoft is not messing around. They're in it to win it. They're gonna dominate this generation, and they're gonna do it with innovation and revolutionizing the gaming industry, man. And don't let anyone tell you Game Pass is not a revolutionary thing. In the which, yeah, sure, you could argue that you being able to have a subscription service for games is not necessarily in itself revolutionary, but you cannot say that the quality and the pacing of the games that are coming out on Game Pass and the value that is providing to a bigger platform of gamers, both on the laptop, you can put it on your PC, it's on your phones, and on console, and soon to be on, actually, yeah, like I said, your TV. That has never been done before. Okay, especially not with a quality of what Xbox is providing. So you can say what you want, but that is revolutionizing the gaming industry. It's making people think twice about the old played out business model of you buy a console and then you buy each game for $60. That whole thing is now going away, and it's providing a much better playing field for both the developers and gamers, where gamers can check these games out first and decide, hey, where is the game I want to pick up, and developers could have gamers buy games or get into games that they never would have ever touched if it wasn't they were able to play it on Game Pass. So it's, I don't want to go into, you guys know all the advantages, but the thing I want to break out here, man, is this is really sad to see these Sony fanboys, man, have no appreciation at all. They get to get their hands on this game first. It's one of our games as Xbox guys, and we have to wait. Which I do believe Microsoft, by the time DeathLoop comes out for the Xbox, it will have exclusive content that's only for the Xbox version, along with DLC. And of course, it's going to play in best and look the best on the Series X. That's going to be obvious. But and I think, that's what a lot of these Sony fanboys are really pissed off about. They know that's how it's going to go down. And they also know they're never going to see a sequel of the game, regardless of how much they like it, unless they get an Xbox or, get a PC or get anywhere that Game Pass is on, that platform, which is pretty much everything is Xbox nowadays. Xbox is more than just a console. So, I mean, you shouldn't have too much problem, PlayStation guys, to just get your hands on those games. Just maybe when you become a gamer, you will see that this is a great thing for you as opposed to a bad thing. It drives competition and it makes your company a better one, right? Or it should, if you wasn't busy trying to shield and defend everything Sony does. But I digress. But yeah, man, getting back into what I was gonna break down, man, on these Xbox guys, man. The thing is, man, you already see the videos. Now I ain't gonna name this guy, but he's really passive aggressive, and I just can't stand these type of guys, man. He's doing a video on the DeathLoop and Metacritic 2. I just watched this video, man, and I'm just like, sickened. I'm sickened by the fact that these guys, he's talking more about the narrative changing, right? Which I do agree, the narrative is changing on Xbox in regards to the quality of their Xbox Studio games. However, you got to look at what that narrative was in the first place, and who brought that narrative. That narrative, the only ones behind that narrative is Sony fanboys, and the Sony fanboys themselves, as along with the so-called gaming journalists who are Sony fanboys in the gaming journalists or the gaming media industry. Well, those guys are the ones that are behind these bullshit narratives, right? And they perpetuate these narratives, no matter how good Xbox does. And my thing is this: when you talk about those things changing, the problem is those things are not going to change if you still keep getting a lot of weak ass Xbox guys who can't defend themselves, nor can they even control a narrative. Like, the thing is about it is, when you want to say how negative and this and blah 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 that Xbox is, what I look at is, okay, what is Xbox providing? What are they doing, as opposed to just only what they're not doing? If I allow you to just put me up on my toes and in defense, well, when can I ever be on offense, right? The way I see for a lot of these guys, the only time they're on offense is when the media comes out and says something is something, or when you see an article maybe from somebody in the media or maybe from a developer. These are the only times I see these guys, these Xbox guys, ever really grow some balls and actually just say something. Other than that, they too scared, waiting in the background to seeing, well, they're all timid and all, and I'm like, grow some balls and have some goddamn confidence, man. Like, and it just bugs the hell out of me, man. And this is what you see. You see more of this in this video with this guy. It's just the same old stuff, man, where he's sitting there saying that, oh, well, the narratives has changed just a little bit. yeah, it's changed by Xbox, but guess what? The reason why it's just a little bit, or even that it exists in the first place, is because of only Xbox. It's not because of assholes like you that has no balls and can't be confident of anything, right? And it's like it's never gonna change. Like I keep telling these guys about this Xbox have no game bullshit narrative. They keep buying into that bullshit, even giving it any credibility. It never had any credibility in the first place. And I keep telling these guys, look, if you keep giving that bullshit narrative credibility, guess what's going to happen? Do you think these PlayStation guys are going to, these ex-PlayStation fanboys are going to stop with saying that? You know what they're going to say next? Well, hey, the games come to PC, so hey, it's still not Xbox exclusive. Never mind that they're hypocrites because PlayStation games come to PC. Never mind that. They're going to still say, well, you have no exclusive, you have no games. So then what's the point with giving them credibility with that talking point if they're going to continue to keep moving the goalposts, right? They're literally just saying it at this point just to get under your skin. So when you keep giving it credibility, well, guess what? You are giving in to their talking point and allowing yourself to look weak at the same time, opening yourself up to continue to be attacked. It's pretty much debating 101, man. It's like, why allow yourself to continue to be attacked on a point that makes no sense and that's not even a point in the first place? Why keep giving it credibility? And that's why I keep trying to tell these guys, they never fucking get it, man. I hit these guys up and I tell them, man, if you keep doing that, these Sony fanboys are going to keep saying that bullshit, whether it's true or not. As you notice, they have no integrity. They have no self-respect. They just make up whatever they want to, they make up whatever reality makes them feel good. These motherfuckers are not about telling the truth, facts, logic, reason, any of that. No, they're about whatever makes me feel good. I'm just going to make it up and say that's what it is. I was listening to another guy on another video that literally said the PS5 is more superior than the Series X in every way. This dude, like, completely devoid of reality, man, when you say some bullshit like that. There's a lot of even other Sony PlayStation fanboys that wouldn't even say some shit like that. Even they know that's a little much. But this dude said it on a video he did. And when at the same time he was showing the specs of the PS5 and the Series X. So, and he literally pointed out, he literally said the GPU and the CPU. He wasn't saying only just the SSD on numbers. No, he was talking about GPU and CPU. That tells you, bro, you can't even read numbers. You just on another level of stupidity. But here we are. This is where we are in the gaming community discourse. This is where we are. How do you try to have conductive conversations or something positive to move gaming forward when you got a whole side of people who literally just are devoid of facts, rhyme, or reason, and they just make up whatever makes they feel good? It reminds me of the political situation that we're in right now with a lot of messes going on. Same type of situation. You just can't. What can you do with people like that? And then these motherfuckers are not gamers, by the way. These cult members are not gamers. Because they don't play goddamn games. All they do is whine and cry online. So they don't play games. That's pretty obvious. So I wouldn't even call them gamers. That's why there's a difference between Sony guys. Now, Sony guys are gamers. They will buy an Xbox, a lot of them, and they will play games, the games that they like. I'm cool with them. What I'm not cool with is these Sony cult members. That's what I got a problem with, spreading lies and disinformation, and then the gaming media going along and perpetuating their bullshit. And then these Sony fanboys, these Xbox, so-called Xbox guys being passive aggressive and letting them get away with these bullshit narratives and then buying into it themselves. Like, see, this is where the problem lies. And this is where I tell you, to some extent, it doesn't matter how good Xbox does. If you still got these industry Xbox YouTubers who won't just tell the truth and tell it like it is, you're going to continue to see these bullshit narratives carry on longer and longer with this bullshit. And I'm going to tell you, you guys need to start speaking up on the comment sections, letting these guys know, hey man, keep it real and say it like it is, man. Stop all this BS. Just say it like it is, and just tell the truth about it, and just let it be known, because these guys are too busy trying to do this, false equivalency, make it like both things are good, instead of pointing out, no, man, the PS5 is crap right now, and the newest model that came out is even less than what the OG model was. It's like, it needs to be pointed out. It needs to be talked about. And the guys who do talk about it, they're getting ridiculed. You know what I mean? Online, on Twitter. And, and then you have the gaming media says nothing about it. They just, they gloss over it. They can maybe get some clicks out of it. They would, but they know they get more clicks out of perpetuating the Sony fanboys. That's where the bigger money is at. So here we are, man. It's a race to the bottom. So yeah, man, I just wanted to break those things down, man, on DeathLoop. It's a crazy thing when you see, a game doing so well, but then you have the gamers who should be appreciative of it. They're just completely non-appreciative and just crybabies about it, man. But this is what you're going to get from Sony fanboys, man. And this is what you can expect, unfortunately, in today's times. But yeah, man, I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this, man. Hit me up in the comment box. Tell me what you think about DeathLoop and about this whole shenanigans with these Sony fanboys, man. And I know I got a couple of Sony fanboys who watch my show. There's one in particular, man. Yeah, I hope you listening, man. I appreciate you, whether you're a fanboy or not. I know I crack on you guys, but hey, look, I'm just keeping it real, man. But hey, look, if you have anything to say to me, you want to crack on me, go ahead. We can go back and forth. I don't mind, man. But I keep it respectful either way, and just keep it to the facts of the merits. I don't mind anybody that being your choice. If you game on PlayStation and you prefer PlayStation, go at it. I have no problem with it. What I just don't like is anybody spreading lies and disinformation and things that are just not true. That's my only problem. Other than that, we ain't got no problem. I never have any problem with anyone's preferences. If you say you love whatever, that's fine. But as soon as you start saying something that's not a fact, your preferences of what games you like, if you think PlayStation exclusives are the best, that's an opinion. That's not a fact. And that's subjective. All right. That's not a fact. That's just what your preference is. And that's great. That has nothing to do with the facts of the matter. So, the facts is both consoles have great games that is great for somebody, right? That's why it's a market. That's why it's a market of supply and demand. That's how a market works. You might like, your favorite might be Pepsi. Mine might be Coca-Cola. But guess what? Without both of those things, you don't have a market, right? It takes both of those things to be a market. So both Pepsi and Coca-Cola is important, right? So, I mean, that's the point. The point is, this is the reason why it's a market, and it's about supply and demand. And, that's what it comes down to. All right, man, I'm going to, stop rambling on. I really appreciate you guys' time. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. If you're new here, man, hit that notification bell, man, so you can make sure you can be updated with my videos. I'm going to try to keep myself as consistent as I can. Man, until the next time, man, I'm gone.